Pat McMahon once again, and I want to introduce you to a doctor who may have a patient complaining about foot problems, and this doctor will say, "Oh, really? Which one of the four?" This is Dr. Stephen Hansen. It's good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Pat.
President and CEO of the Arizona Humane Society, but you came here from the Big Apple, all that glamour, Broadway, and the ASPCA there. Have you gotten used to being in Phoenix?
We've gotten used to being in Phoenix, and we love it in Phoenix.
Okay, well, when you're talking, though, about the Arizona Humane Society, you're also talking about a place that's had a lot of changes since you arrived. Tell me about some of those numbers.
We've gone through an enormous amount of change. It's what really attracted us to Arizona in the first place. So, for example, to sum up the bottom line, over the last 7 years, we've saved an additional 115,000 animals than if we would have been on the same track. And we've reduced euthanasia by 84%.
Well, wait a minute, why? How did it happen?
Through a whole myriad of programs that we launched. So we're saving dogs like little Rufio here.
Hi, Rubio. I'm sorry that we didn't introduce you by name.
So he spent time in our maternity suite. So we have dogs that come in either with their puppies that have just been born or a mom that's pregnant. She has her puppies and then they go into foster. We launched several programs for cats so we can save cats in the community, including kitten nurseries. We have parvo wards. We treat dogs with distemper. We're really trying to save all the sick, injured, and abused animals in Maricopa County.
And you've been doing it with your facilities at a couple of locations. Remind everybody where the Arizona Humane Society hangs out.
So our current trauma hospital is at Sunny Slope, and that's on Hatcher Avenue. And then we have our South Mountain campus, which is the Nina Mason Pulliam campus at South Mountain.
And you say right now because I know why you're smiling. I got a chance to visit for the grand opening, or at least the official groundbreaking.
That's right.
Of the new facility right at the edge of Papago Park.
We're so excited that we broke ground on that new facility. We will build a brand new hospital. It will be a hospital like none other in the country. We'll have a total of 72,000 square feet on 5 acres right at the base of the Papago Buttes. It'll be beautiful.
Well, you obviously are excited, and we all were that day with the groundbreaking because you introduced us to some of the things that you're going to be doing there, no longer in Sunny Slope.
That's right. So the trauma hospital itself will move to the new location. It'll allow us to have great freeway access so we can bring animals in at any time of the day or night. It's a very safe location. We'll be able to run that trauma hospital 24/7. In our current location, we can't do that. And as a result, we'll save a lot more animals than we do now. Our reach will be much greater, even beyond Maricopa County, and we'll save a lot more animals just like this little guy and put them into loving homes in our community.
Steve, you said just a couple of minutes ago that we already are ahead of much of the rest of the country. What advances now does this new facility put us in comparison with some of the other big cities?
So what it really does, it allows us to go even deeper in animals that need extra care. So it's the sick, injured, abused, abandoned, homeless animals that we actually seek out and treat. Most animal shelters do not have the medical capacity to manage those. So we'll be able to take those from other shelters and provide the medical care that those animals need so we can get them new homes. Most shelters do not have those resources, so our medical complex will be unlike any other.
Is there a limit on the types of animals that you do care for at one time or another?
Well, certainly there are some animals that we cannot save. So there are animals that are at the end of their life, maybe from cancer, or they've been injured beyond our abilities to save them.
But I mean, here's a state filled with horses, horse history, horse study. Do you have equine facilities?
So we currently don't actively manage equines or other large animals. This may be something that we will explore in the future, but currently we do not. We have partners, so we work with other partners. We do have stables at our South Mountain campus. Sometimes we do have animals that other organizations are in the process of saving and moving into homes, especially horses. We've had pigs there and chickens. So we typically right now do work with other partners, and we have some excellent partners in the valley for some of those other types of species.
We have some of the partners watching right now who want to partner with you. What do you want from our audience?
Well, what we really need from our audience is fostering and adopting. That's what we do, and we do it very aggressively. So today we have about 500 animals in our shelter, and we have another 500 animals in foster. So pups like this, generally when they're born, they stabilize in our shelter, and then we send them into homes where they can live for a couple of weeks until they're old enough and they weigh enough, and they can be adopted out. So fostering is one of the biggest things that people can do to help the Humane Society.
And aren't you glad I asked?
I am so glad you asked that question. It truly is, and it's such a rewarding thing to do. We can match a foster with a family no matter how much time they have. If it's a short-term foster, we've got short-term. If it's a longer-term foster, maybe a dog that has a fractured leg that's mending, that dog may need to be in a foster for a couple of months, and we can find a home that matches.
So says Dr. Stephen Hansen, President and CEO of the Arizona Humane Society. And as long as you're fostering, by the way, if there's room besides the dogs for an aging broadcaster, please call. You know how to get in touch with me here at TV7.